You are now listening to the Fishing for BS podcast.
All right, hello and welcome to another episode of Fishing for BS podcast, the Musician's Handbook. I'm Andre.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Dana.
Yes. All right. This week, guys, this is still in our How to Get Gigs series. I'm just going to talk about developing your skills, how to get better, basically, at your instrument, because if we think that's like very key to actually get gigs, sometimes. Sometimes it's other stuff, but mainly it's like...
I think it's the key to staying on the gig.
Yeah.
It's like one thing's getting the gig, one thing's keeping your level high to be able to stay there and impress people to get other gigs from meeting those people. Yeah. So this is about the actual talent and
Yeah. So yeah.
be good in it.
Yeah. How'd you get gigs? Be good.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
That'll be it on today's episode. No, okay. So how do we go about developing our skills? Because you have to get to a certain level to actually even get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a crazy thing. I remember talking to. Can I say his name? I'm not gonna say his
Don't
name.
say his name.
Yeah, but like one of my favorite musicians. Yeah, and he was like, "Bro, most of the time we're overqualified for gigs anyway."
Yeah.
So he was speaking to one of the younger cats. He's like, I think like late teens, and I think he was asking him the same question, like, how do I get there? He was like, bro, chill, like you're good, stop practicing. Like, bro, you've already reached,
you reached
your
past.
level is already high, it's through the roof, and you know, especially if you come through that school of church.
Yeah.
Like, I keep it 100. Like that is a. It's Messiah. It's Carrington. It's all the amazing.
What's it? Messiah.
Messiah. What's it called?
La Masia. That's singing. Is that a song? Handel's Messiah.
Yeah, La Masia. It's. Do you know what I mean? It's all of them footballing institutions where the young players come through and they're popping. Like church is kind of that, and I think like New Teal, that sort of. If you come from that, like you're actually good to go.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah,
like,
talent wise and performance wise.
Yeah,
you're good to go.
Yeah, you can cover most stuff.
All right. Let's go from, because a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah. But if you are, then you're good.
Yeah, if you come through New T, Codget, all them man there, you're all right.
Yeah.
You're all right. Just got to work on the personal skills.
Yeah.
And the gear and that, and you're good. Yeah. But all right, let's go. If you haven't come from that school of thought, how do we actually go about getting better? Because like I'll speak from my experience.
Man's just good in it.
Man's good in it.
What, Andre? What church did you go to?
New T. Just go to New T.
Everybody go to church.
Yeah, everybody go to church. Make sure they don't have in-ears and your Gucci.
Can't have no ears.
Yeah, no in-ears. We're losing recipes. That's another podcast. We'll do a solo podcast just on in-ears in the black church.
Yeah.
We've got to get rid.
Losing recipes in the black church.
Yeah.
But
no rehearsals either. Can't be
Yeah.
rehearsing.
Nah. Man ain't getting no tracks.
Yeah.
I don't even want the song list, bro. Just start singing.
Let's go.
Start singing. I'm there.
You're ready for anything, you know. Yeah.
Bro.
You're ready for anything, you know.
Oh my
You start in
God.
black church. You're ready for any eventuality.
And we all know like 4 versions,
Bro.
of the song.
Yeah.
So it's like,
They go reggae. If they want
what?
You get on pop and the tracks kind of stop working. You're just like, okay.
Keep playing, innit?
Then man, it's like, bro, like
playing, bro.
all we had was MPC through the speaker, no headphones. No headphones. Like, it's coming through the speaker, and you got to stay in time. Yeah. So, boy. So, all right. So, how do we approach?
No, do you know what? Okay, I could piggyback off of that, and that is being friends to the deep end. Essentially, like I think that's why partly why church musicians have a reputation is because, a lot of time you're kind of thrown into the deep end with keys, with songs, with versions, with tempos, all that stuff. So you have to think on your feet really quickly. You have to adapt to what's in front of you, and that helps in the workplace because. An artist might want to change a song on the day, or add a song on the day. I've had it on tour. Like, oh, can we do this Brazilian song tonight? Tonight.
Yeah. All right.
Cool, man. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
You just
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah, and then let's play. I did a function the other day, and it was like me and a couple of the other boys are church musicians, and no rehearsal, nothing. I was like, let's just do it like church, man. Just vibe, just watch each other and just make sure, you know.
No mic.
No mic.
Yeah,
No,
mic
there was
team,
no
man.
in-ears.
Yeah.
There was no wedges.
Yeah.
The only one that was the front facing.
What?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
That's
front
crazy.
facing. So, yeah, throwing yourself in the deep end is a way to get better, and that could be in any scenario. I think it doesn't just have to be playing in church. It could be,
it can be a jam.
Yeah.
It can be. I'm not sure what else.
What you do? What you do is get a gig and don't learn the song.
Just show up on a day, test
That's
yourself.
the deep end. Test yourself.
Yeah.
See,
You got to test your hustle, man.
yeah. I do it every week.
But the deep
On a
end is
function.
like
I see a new song. I'm like, all right, let's listen. I got 5 minutes to the gig. All right. Yeah, I got this, man.
yeah, and then Andre will learn the wrong version of the song and still have to run it. But like, yeah, a lot of time on pop
Hiding
stuff,
the
if you
intros,
get,
bro.
if you get asked for depth, what you do? Just watch it.
It's a no conviction.
Just watch it. But like sometimes on pop stuff, you might get called last minute to
Yeah.
dep someone. Rehearsals may have already started, and there's like a day left, you know, and then you just have
happened
to.
me the other day, actually.
Yeah, so you have to think on your feet and just jump into the deep end. I hate that stuff personally,
Yeah,
but
it's not
you
nice.
just have to do it.
But let's like try and.
All right, let's help
Actually,
people now.
yeah.
Let's stop talking about how easy it is for us. Let's
I don't it's like you just develop your skills for whatever applies to you. I'll speak for bass.
yeah.
For bass players, obviously there's just general technique. Again, with pop, there's only a certain level you really need to get to, but it's being able to replicate things cleanly and accurately. So that's where technique comes into it, and then different techniques, whether it's normal finger style, playing with a pick, slapping. It's not really that applicable nowadays, but slapping, playing synth bass. As a bass player, you need you literally need to learn to play.
Are
synth
you
bass.
transposing playing synth bass?
Nah,
Or-
not anymore.
No?
Not anymore.
So no. Yeah. Since when?
Why you ain't?
Hey, you better share.
No, to be fair, it was forced because Moogs don't have transpose.
Yeah, I was thinking that the old analog stuff. There's no
Yeah,
transpose.
so I just had to learn to play other keys. But
Fair,
yeah, no. I mean, yeah.
Can you glide though?
Huh?
Can you glide in them other keys?
Hey,
Like
man.
when you get an E, like what
Oh,
are you
no,
saying in E?
I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Like, give me C,
Yeah,
F,
yeah. Comfy. That's
I'm
me.
nice.
That's me. F, that's my key, bro.
F sharp as well. Nice.
it's
But
all the black
boy,
keys, isn't
don't
it?
put me in B, boy.
Oof.
You're getting the roots.
Root notes, bro.
You're getting the part, and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like those are skills you need to be able to have, and yeah, I think just being able to really replicate parts, and like I would call this a skill, which is recreating sounds.
Yeah.
I think it goes into preparation, which is the next pod, but
Yeah.
like really locking in, and this is like before you've gotten into rehearsals or even gotten a gig, like learn how to recreate. If you like this record, let's just do a Lipa record and it's a really
Yeah,
specific
man.
guitar tone or bass
Yeah.
tone. Try and make it. Learn, figure out what that's a delay. Oh, that's a, I don't know, like that's a certain type of reverb. So
Yeah.
that when you hear it again in a pop setting,
Oh,
you
this
you'll be
is
like,
that.
oh, it's that. Cool.
Yeah. When you're sitting in the room and the MD's going, yeah, can you
Make that.
Can you pull up the reverb by 5%? Can
Yeah,
you change the
yeah,
pre-delay?
yeah.
Listen, you need to know that stuff.
Shout out Kojo, bro.
Shout out
Hey,
Kojo,
man.
man. That's his bag, boy.
Kojo will.
Reverb connoisseur, man.
10 years on reverb, boy.
listen,
That's
bro.
cool, man.
Kojo
Hold
will
tight.
have the exact.
He knows, bro. You can't
No,
fool that guy.
You can't get nothing past that guy.
You can't fool him.
But yeah, literally, it's just having that ear for detail, really trying to be detailed. Because sometimes I hear people like learn a bass part and you've gotten like two of the notes
Winds
wrong.
me up, man.
It's like,
Why can't you hear it?
Can't you hear that? That's the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Ear training. That's another
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
Ear
Develop
training,
that.
transcribing, ear training. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be quick.
Hearing things.
man.
I said it in the last pod. Is it swung? Is it straight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of swing is it? Do
Yeah.
you know?
Can
Do
you
you
hear
actually
it?
know? Can you hear what you're playing?
Yeah.
Are you doing your research, your due diligence,
What?
I cannot speak.
Hey, yo, that sounded funny as well. What? Yeah, what? What? He said, do what?
due diligence.
Yeah.
Like, do you know? It's a bit, but like, do you know the history of the music you're playing? And kind of
Yeah.
the references.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That stuff matters, man, and
Yeah, man.
it makes up a crew. Especially with, like, speaking of drums, right? It matters. Swing straight, how you're hitting the snare, like even in different settings, how you hit a snare in live is completely different to studio.
Yeah.
Like what you're doing, how you set up sections live, studio. Don't do that. Like it's completely different.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
true, it's true,
And these are skills that obviously, until you're in them, you don't actually realize, right?
Yeah.
But so part of developing your skills is like playing and recording yourself
yeah.
Yeah.
and hearing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And going, okay, let's change this. Let's change this. Because you do it in like, if you're in nice rehearsals and you're here, you get
Yeah.
them recorded, sent back.
If you're
like-
lucky.
yeah, if you're lucky. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, brother. Innit? We won't speak. 6 months. 6 months. Anyway,
We don't know what's he gonna.
yeah, but if you hear yourself back, you're like, oh, you was doing this thing on this section. You're like, oh, actually, this doesn't actually
work.
bang like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can do that at home. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Record and play along to songs that you like. I think from a personal standpoint, from me, obviously it's a lot. I got the church grounding and playing with like really good like musicians and bass players from young.
Yeah.
So I had that, but also at home, I didn't just do chops at home. I would play along to songs, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally, like Lauren Hill's album from Day. There's a few gospel albums that I used to play to. Literally, just play through that album, the whole album. I used to just do it.
Yeah.
Just go out and play to the album.
That's dope, man.
And literally,
no skips. Don't skip the slow
no
songs.
skips.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Learn to play
The
that.
slow song's dead though, but yeah, still. But yeah, you're right. Just play through and play along to these songs, and then listen back, record it, listen back, learn how to record, learn how to
Yeah.
make your drums sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's another skill.
Yeah, it is, and these are
Being able
things
to
that
tune.
matter. So like when you're posting it, like from last episode, when you're posting a video, it sounds crispy. You know what I mean? Because they're thinking, okay, his drums sound good, we can get him on a gig. You know what I mean? Get a few different snare. This is gear. We're getting into gear.
Yeah.
Gear's another episode, so we won't. Everything is all linked
It's
anyway.
all
Innit?
linked,
It's all
yeah,
linked.
It
But
is.
yeah, getting better is like listening back and actually adjusting and adapting and like hearing what you've heard, hearing yourself, and okay, let me change this. You know,
Yeah.
let me do this to get better. Let me practice this skill. Let me practice this
Yeah.
technique.
And you might hate what you hear, to be fair, as well. Like, you could listen back and be like, man, I didn't know I'm so ahead of the beat. Or I didn't know, when I try and play that, like, it doesn't translate the way I thought it does. Like, but yeah, you kind of just have to hold that and just learn to, I don't know, manipulate your playing.
Criticize as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, definitely.
All the best musicians are their own worst critic.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But also drummers, click,
I
click.
was gonna go.
Drummers.
I was gonna go there.
I know you was. I know. Drummers, click. Because it's a different type of playing,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't know until you get into that situation.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Because playing along to click and still sounding like a human being and not a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard work.
Yeah.
And still being able to hit stuff and be loose with it and still keep it's literally practice. I can't lie to you.
It's practice,
There's
bro.
no actual like quick fix to that.
Yeah.
Listen, just practice to a click 60 BPM.
60, slow, innit? Yeah.
Slow click. Try and do your chops
Yeah.
with a slow click and hit the one and record it and see how ahead you are.
Yeah.
That's when you'll start realizing, like,
Yeah, and play along to a click. Or I know different tempos just by songs in my head, innit? So like I can kind of pitch certain songs and like you do that. It's just practice. Literally like play along to just a click and even if you're chopping, try and hit the one, back on that click again, come back round, hit the click. Like it's so important because a lot of drummers really struggle when it comes to click, man.
fight for that tune.
Yeah, and Adana has horror stories of it because
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, but yeah, 'cause and for the other musicians as well, it's like speaking from someone playing with drummer. When a drummer isn't locked on the click, it's actually really hard to do my job. If I don't trust a drummer to stay on the click, it's just not enjoyable for me because then I have to have click loud on my mix. I don't know what click loud on my mix. It's your job.
Yeah.
It's not my job.
Yeah.
Like,
It's true. It's true.
I want to
Funny.
play. I want to play to the drums.
I want to play, yeah.
But if I don't trust
Yeah.
the drums to be on the click,
Yeah.
I have to play to the click.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
enjoyment's down the drain.
Bro, it's crazy.
I'd say, yeah, and for guitarists as well, that's really important because there are songs that you have to start,
Right.
which is just you and the click.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is one of the most daunting things. Bro, I
When it's just
remember
out in the open.
Bro, I remember doing a gig and it was the MD, like it was an acoustic version of the show, and yeah, it was just like it was just click. There was no cues, nothing like that. And obviously cues is like, first world problems, verse, chorus, whatever. But like it's just click, and it's just guitar that starts, and it's like, boy, if your pocket ain't there, if you're not strong on the one and your chord changes and them being clean as well, man, it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling.
Again, that goes back to recording, because playing things clean. It's hard, man.
Yeah.
And you won't realize it. You won't
Until you
realize
get
how
into that situation. Innit?
you don't realize how messy things can sound.
Yeah.
When you're in a band setting until you record yourself. And it's like, why is there so much fretboards? Like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah. And
Hit a chord and open strings
simple
always-
stuff. Simple stuff like your studio playing, your live playing are different. But like live playing, you're always going to be stood up, and you're always going to want your guitar at a height which looks cool, but also is playable. And that's different to sitting down and playing your guitar.
Yeah.
So in rehearsals, when you're sitting down and you're playing said song and it sounds fine,
it's comfy.
You stand up
for a
and you're
trouble,
like, yo, like
Listen,
you might have to honestly, you might have to find that, yo, let me just raise this thing a bit higher, because
There's certain gigs you have to jump and play. Certain gigs you have to jump.
Yeah.
And like you have to
yeah.
dance, so you better get that as well.
Exactly.
Hey, I
So,
remember on Plan B, because that was the first gig where I started like lowering my bass.
Yeah.
So as you said, rehearsals was nice. We got to stage now, and Plan B we used to run around stage. So I was like, yo, I'm like,
Guitar hero.
I had to develop a technique of like kind of holding my bass to my body as I jump and play. It's crazy, bro.
Same. I'll like angle the guitar up sort of thing, so it's still close to me. But yeah, there are some gigs I'm like, you know what, this is too high risk, so I'm just gonna
chill.
my strap's just gonna be a little bit higher today, and I'm just gonna make sure
Play the gig clean, man. That's the thing that matters
Play
most. Play the gig clean.
yeah.
Some
That's
have
it.
it.
That's
Like
it.
Deshaun, he has his bass low.
Is it?
Bro.
Is it?
Bro, his bass
Oh
at
yeah,
his
he does.
knees.
Yeah.
Some play bass at his knees. He's like,
Jeez.
Oh yeah, quick top tip for drummers, yeah. Play in for staying on click, right? Play a song loud in the room, no headphones, and play along to that song. That'll get you clean, bro.
Yeah.
Because like you're having to keep it in your head, so half the time you can't even hear what's going on the song.
Yeah.
But if you're staying in there, and that's how I kind of learned.
right.
Because we used to do gigs on MPC in the speakers.
Yeah,
bro.
there's no headphones. There's no
bro.
headphones,
I
man.
have to say,
You have to learn.
and you just have to hear
natural tempo.
Yeah.
natural tempo, or you're listening out for that one tambourine.
Yeah.
Right.
That comes every 4, so you know you're back. All right, cool. I'm here.
man.
That's it. That's all I had back there.
Yeah.
That's why it clicked to me. It's like, yeah, this is light.
Yeah.
I can hear every single one. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is absolutely fine.
I was guessing before.
Yeah,
Like,
literally guessing.
I hope I'm in.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But this is really, we're talking about being really specific to like, pop music.
Yeah.
Like that is it's on click, and it's very clinical. It has to be clinical. So, if you're talking about getting better, it's like just, making sure actually you're being really intentional about how you practice and what you're practicing for, because most gigs are going to be, for guitarists, it's going to be a case of creating a part that's not there already, learning the part that's there, building the sound, making sure you're playing it in time, making sure it sounds like the record, and probably make sure it sounds fuller than the record, because sometimes what's on the record has been like EQ'd to kind of fit in what's there, but you need to think about maybe for the gig it needs to stand out more, it needs to have more body, more presence, and then you wanna think about, like we said, just playing in time, man. It's just like it really does. It fills everyone else with confidence.
Yeah.
If it's just you and the singer that starts, remember, you guys are hearing click. Sometimes the singer doesn't want click.
Yeah. It's just you.
Like Callum doesn't like click.
Yeah.
He doesn't like, and he sings in time. There's sometimes you're like, whoa, but he always finds himself.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like click. So if I'm starting a song,
Sometimes they can't hear it.
yeah.
Sometimes you're on a festival stage and then
Yeah.
Literally the click's gone.
Like, so with Joy, I can't remember if she has click. I don't think she has click on every song. Maybe some songs, but she sings behind the beat.
Yeah.
But like on purpose. So it's like your tempo. Like, so sometimes we do little like record store gigs. And it's like, you have to stay there.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
going to sing behind. So if you go to her, she
you're
can pull
done.
you back. So you have
Yeah.
to stay on.
Yeah.
There's this one section in the Ella set, where like everything's out, It's just like music. We're obviously on click.
Yeah.
And I don't think she has a click that loud. So she always comes in a little.
Yeah.
And it'll kill us. We're all like,
Yeah.
all right.
Rain
Here we go.
around
All right.
something, yeah.
But you have to be on it, man.
Yeah, but like, yeah, because and as well as just for the band, also for the audience, because there's no click for them.
Yeah.
So if what you're playing isn't like on the money and it's not tight, then it's gonna feel loose. And then if people are in the crowd that are label or whatever, they're, why is it so loose? But you know what I mean? You're not thinking that, but how it's perceived can be that way. So
Yeah.
So what would be one way for each of you? I do one as well, but just to actually practice your instrument. Obviously, we've talked about a lot of the other stuff that comes with it, but your actual instrument, guitar, bass, drums. What would you practice to actually get better?
Get better. For bass, practice, I think. Just play the songs.
Yes,
play the songs, man. Practice and different genres of songs.
Yeah.
Like try different stuff. Play the songs. Make sure all your different techniques you're gonna need are clean. Maybe if you want to, depends what type of bass player you are. If you want to be a choppy bass player, practice chops and hitting the one,
Getting back. Yeah.
getting back, and practice getting back
Tastefully.
Do your chops in key, please. Please.
Yeah.
Like, man, you're in
Doing anything.
A major, you're doing an A minor run. What's wrong with you?
Come on.
cool, man.
Like, bro, just keep it in the key, please.
Yeah.
Please, bro. Practicing getting back, practicing chopping and getting back. I'm trying to think what else really. What do I practice? That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I just play along to the songs and I practice chopping and getting back to where I need to get back to.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you struggle with groove or time, then practice that.
Yeah.
Practice playing to a click. Practice playing on the beat, slightly behind the beat. Swing. Same with drums. Like
It's all rhythmic, isn't it?
Yeah, bass. We have to learn rhythms too. You can't just obviously we do rely on drummers because that's where the foundation is.
Yeah.
But we also need to learn to carry it ourselves. Because if your drummer's struggling, it's on you, brother.
it's you.
It's on you, brother. So, yeah.
What would you say? What would you say to practice?
Most guitar players, I feel like I'm from a different school of guitarists, but most guitar players, the main focus is on like learning solos and licks and stuff, which is cool. And most people associate that with guitar. And when called upon, you also want to have that in your locker to be able to melt people's faces and you know have that rock star moment, which is really special for lead instruments. But also make the rhythm parts feel good, man. Like so many gigs I hear and it's like, all right, cool, you play the lines well and they're clean, but the rhythm part is
Missing.
it just doesn't, like either the tone isn't there, the feel isn't there, like it's just like you're literally just playing the chord and there's just nothing about it. Like I don't think there's enough care to being good rhythm players.
Yeah.
And actually that is 90% of playing the guitar, like on the show, is having good rhythm, having good feel. So practice chord changes along to a click, because that's really important, especially on acoustic gigs. So yeah, you want to be clean with that stuff, and you know your open voicings and just rhythm, man. So just play along to songs. I think,
drums, I would say, it's kind of echoing the same thing, playing along to songs. I think for drummers, so we're talking very specific to like pop life, really, isn't it? That's kind of our thing, right? I think for drummers, it's setups, which if you don't know what a setup is you going from verse to chorus. 6 months.
6 months I'm suspended.
You're going from verse to chorus. That one bar. What are you doing to transition us into this next section? And does everyone know we're going to another section? Because that's what all the great drummers do. Every section, we're setting it up.
They let you know.
They let you know we're going somewhere else. You know what I mean? Even if it's just a wash, or if it's a catch on a snare, just clap, or you're doing a little tom thing. These aren't chops, these are setups. They're very different. Chops are very different to setups. Setups are very precise and clean, and they just let you know, okay, we're transitioning to a new section. Setups, very important. Listen to some really good drummers, man. You know what I mean? And listen to what they do. A lot of what I've learned is from listening to great drummers.
And there's no excuse now as well, because we have YouTube.
It's all online.
Yeah.
It's all online.
there.
You know.
Bro, we used to fight for our lives, bro.
Oh.
Drummers wise, yeah. It was only Aaron Spears caught up. That was the first YouTube. It was Ronaldinho, that video, and it was Aaron Spears
And
caught
Jairus
up.
Mosey.
Yeah, Jairus Mosey. That was it. That was all that was on YouTube.
Just
Whereas
messing
now,
around, man.
Yeah, just messing around. You know what I'm saying, man? Just E-man around.
You know what I'm saying? It's E-man, you know what I'm saying?
What? No. But that's all there was back then.
Yeah.
But now there's everything, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
There's everything. I even remember 2007, Drum Alive, yeah? Went to go see Ron and Bruno Jr. Mm-hmm. I'd never seen anyone play drums like that in my life.
Was that at XL?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
XL. Never seen anything like it, bro. Because it wasn't YouTube like that back then.
Right.
Yeah.
And when I got on YouTube, that's all I watched.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Like, we were all there just like,
What is
Yeah.
happening?
I just want to tell
literally.
you that we did a gig over the summer and the drummer saved the song with a setup because it got lost.
Yeah.
It was getting lost. There was no click. It was getting lost, and he literally just set up that chorus, and everyone was like, "Oh,
we're
okay,
here. We're here."
now we know where we're going." So yeah, man.
yeah, difference between chops and setup. Setup, clap, dum, dum, dum.
Flats and
Chops,
dagenham, bro.
yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
setups are very clear. Anyway, but yeah, playing along to songs and playing is there's with drums, right? Especially with groove. There's being so look. This is my personal preference, right? But there's being very attentive to a song, right? And musical and hearing. Do I need to go full pelt and clap this snare, or can I just like play calm in this space? Depends on where you're playing as well,
Yeah,
right?
it's dynamics.
It's dynamics, which a lot of drummers do not have at all.
Yeah.
Like flat out, they don't have it.
Yeah.
And it's nuts to me, but
It's just loud.
just loud. And I think, yeah, this is a big room. I can play loud. Obviously, you're just used to playing in your little shed, and you think, cool,
Yeah.
I'm on a gig now. I'm going to play loud. But then we can't hear anything else.
Yeah.
We can't hear the guitar, can't hear the singer, and you've ruined the gig now. You've literally ruined the gig. And it's like, bro, like we know, cool, you're right, cool. You're not gigging that much.
Yeah.
You're excited, but also let's make this musical.
Yeah.
And let's make it so you can get called back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's be attentive to whatever room you're in, what the setting is, what the setup is. If it's just drums and guitar and track, bro, please.
Hold it down.
If you're not in an arena, hold it down, man. Change out the snare. I use certain snares for certain gigs now because one is quieter, genuinely quieter. So when I'm in smaller rooms now, okay, let me just bring this one.
Yeah.
That's like my function to more time.
Right, yeah.
And I've got my pop snare. I don't really use too many. I've got others, but I don't really use them like that. So I've got like my full on gig snare and then my like quiet snare because it matters. And then the sound engineer is going to leave you alone.
Yeah, man.
And then you can kind of play and you can do your thing. You know what I mean? So it's listening and groove. What I was going to say about groove is like, how do you learn groove, bro?
I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen to drummers, man.
Yeah.
And copy what they do. Everyone's copied.
Yeah.
Like no one is original in this game, bro. No one's original. There's only a few people that are like, okay, everyone sounds like them. No, at a
Yeah.
certain point, you sound like you.
Yeah.
But that you sound like the 10 people that you listen to put together with your own spin.
100%.
That's what everyone sounds like.
100%, yeah.
And if you sound like yourself, then you're just an alien, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Fair enough. There's certain people that are just aliens and they have that completely thing. But more people, I can tell. There's like 10 albums that I can go back to and say, cool, I've taken this from this, this from
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
this from
Same,
this, and this from this,
same.
and that is my playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus listening to drummers, and that's my playing. You know what I mean? So go into stealing things, man.
Yeah.
And like incorporate it into your playing.
Yeah.
And learn to try and groove, how to sit back on something, how to be on. And keeping time when there's no click. Oh my lord!
My last thing would just be like just listen to your other band members as well, like if you can, and try and play in bands that are better, like who the ability is higher than yours.
Yeah.
Just listen to them and just how they approach music and stuff, and you just get ideas from them. Like they don't have to play guitar for you to be inspired by them. Like you know.
Yeah, and you can also then that makes it a band thing when you're hitting stuff that other people are hitting.
Yeah.
You hear the guitarist and keys go, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this." You just
Yeah.
on drums, you just wash it out so that section's nice for them. Or bass drops out here. Bass, you and drums gonna do something together.
Yeah.
You do something, keys might drop out. Let you do that. You know what I mean? Just like be musicians, man.
We used to do that all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And Andre were there.
You know
taking all the guys.
You know, ridiculous.
Andre get no love.
Andre is rice, bro. We would just cook it.
Yeah, I just hold it. I had to.
Yeah.
But I think that's being
Yeah,
sensible
it's
and
part of
listening.
it, yeah,
Because I've been doing gigs with these lot and they're doing chop suey.
We were hotheads. though.
Yeah, they're doing a madness, and I'm like,
You
okay,
had, like, 10
I
years on
can't
us,
chop
bro.
today.
Yeah.
I can't chop today. I'm just gonna sit. Cool. because these lot are doing everything. Cool. There's no space. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, I did a gig this weekend, function. It was drums, bass, guitar, keys, percussion, brass, 4 singers.
Yeah.
Bro,
Stay at home.
Yeah.
stay at home.
Stay at home. Don't go
Choose your
nowhere.
gaps.
Yeah.
Don't go
There's
nowhere.
no chops today.
Nah.
It's just setups.
Yeah.
And maybe you might get a little,
Yeah,
something in there. But
yeah.
bro, do your job.
Yeah,
If you get a solo, you do your solo.
Yeah.
If someone else's solo, play your just.
Yeah, just chill.
Why,
Be a
why are you
musician.
chopping over my solo?
Bro.
Hold it down.
Yeah, you can bring it up.
Hold it.
You can make
Yeah,
it
with the
bigger.
energy.
Yeah, energy. But
don't
you
chop.
shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't.
Get
Yeah.
off stage and everyone's like, yeah, that drum solo. What drum solo? Wait, that was meant to be
Yeah.
master.
It goes back.
Yeah, there's one thing you guys kind of touched. I think they're related. It's almost trying to notice the things that go unnoticed.
Yeah.
So what you're saying about setups, people don't notice them.
No, no, they don't.
People don't notice setups,
But they're so important.
But they're important. Like people when they watch a video of their favorite drummer. They're waiting for at 30 seconds where he
chop.
does this gap.
Yeah, but
But
Yeah.
you haven't heard the 3 setups before
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
He missed every verse into a chorus. He did something
Right.
to set us up.
But
Yeah.
they don't take it in. Like
Yeah.
same with guitar, with rhythm guitar.
man.
I think being able to play good rhythm guitar gets you in the studio more than being able to solo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like noticing. Go listen to anything Michael Jackson and hear the rhythm guitar. Go,
Them isolated
Go
YouTubes.
listen
Class,
because
bro.
go listen to Beat It. Yeah.
What?
Pause.
Bro,
Yo,
hey.
what?
That's the name of the song. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lie.
I'm gonna withdraw that pause. 'Cause that was reaching.
No, but go listen to it and. Obviously, everyone knows the guitar riff.
Yeah.
When the riff
Yeah.
isn't happening, listen
To the parts. Yeah. So
bro.
listen, search Michael Jackson,
Isolated.
that song,
Yeah.
and the isolated guitar parts. If you hear the parts,
Bro, even
Crispy.
like PYT, play PYT.
Yeah,
like,
PYT,
oh my gosh.
Human Nature, any of those
Oh my gosh.
rhythm parts. It's crazy.
Steve Lukather,
Anything
Paul
Prince.
Jackson Jr., Prince. Hey,
Anything I know, but yeah.
these guys hate
Hey,
Prince.
hey.
Hey man, but
These guys
it's
hate Prince.
part. I was listening to some the other day.
Did you hear? Did you hear the Super Bowl though? Have you heard?
Hey,
Prince's
man,
Super Bowl?
there's no Prince slander here, man.
Hey, brother.
None.
Hey,
Not
hey,
here.
6 months. 6 months.
But no, but just like I was listening to some and his like rhythm guitar parts.
Yeah.
Peak, bro.
Fantastic.
You might be playing 2 notes.
Yeah.
Killing.
Oh my gosh.
Killing,
yeah.
bro.
Popping, bro. They're
Bang,
popping.
Just-
And it's
yeah.
the pocket, it's the space,
Yeah.
it's the
And that comes with
tone.
practice.
Yeah.
Playing with people and being attentive.
Yeah.
And being, as you said, being a musician, man, listen to other instruments, take things from
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, and for keys, go ask a keyboardist, isn't it?
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out Isaiah. Everyone
Shout out
message
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
Isaiah, Enoch John, David Davis,
Yeah, all them, man.
Who
Jeffrey.
else?
Blakey,
Jeffrey.
Eyes.
Eyes,
yeah.
All them,
Yeah,
man.
shout them, man, innit?
Yeah.
man.
That's mad, you know.
Yeah.
That's the only key players that come to mind.
Yeah.
Homie, what's his name? He was at Viveville with you, and he was cooking.
Oh, Victor.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
cooking, yeah. He was peak still. But yeah, them, Mike Patrick. Peak.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Ace.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone else in it. Sorry if we offended you. We said you, but we cut it out of the podcast anyway.
Editing.
Editing is Samani. But yeah, I think that's us, man.
Yeah.
Develop your skills. Be better in it, man. Come on.
Be better.
Be better.
Oh, that's one last point. Yeah, it's like this was my mentality with practicing, and for anyone like annoyed that they don't get gigs or something like that, are you better than everyone?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Are you better?
Are you better than?
Are you better?
Are you better than these 3 drummers or 4 drummers that are getting a lot of gigs? No.
What do you have that's different to them?
Yeah. Are you,
End
are
of
you-
the day, it's a competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're all
It's a small
boys.
industry,
It's
bro.
a sport,
Yeah.
and there's barely any gigs in this country.
Barely.
And if you want to do the
Barely.
pop thing,
Yeah.
are you better?
Are you better
Brother.
than the people out there? If not, practice until you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my whole mentality coming up.
Yeah,
It's true.
Like practice until you're better.
yeah. And then when you're better,
Then you can complain.
Yeah.
No,
If you're
yeah,
still
then
not
you can
getting gigs,
complain.
then you can complain.
Because there's a lot of other things which we're getting into in these
Yeah.
pods.
Ooh,
There's a lot of
Sometimes we
other
can't
things.
get into them.
Yeah, well, okay, cool. 6 months. Yeah, there's a lot of other things outside of being good, but at least if you're really good, at least when you get that call,
Cream rises.
because
to
yeah,
something.
that's my thing. Because my thing is, I don't. Yeah, you what?
Yeah.
What? What are you saying right
man,
there?
move on, man. Hey, lock the pod, man. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys.
No, I'm saying my thing is, look, I'm a guy that will stay to myself. I can stay in my corner. I don't really do the networking thing, really. So I don't get big gigs.
Guy
like that.
hates people.
Yeah. I'm just on my own thing, innit? But my thing is, look, when I get a call,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
There's no gig that I've got a call and they'll be like, oh, Dre, oh, no.
Yeah.
No, once I'm in, I'm in.
You're in, yeah. It's true.
Because I'm good.
Yeah.
Be better. All right, anyway.
That's the aggressive version of what we're trying to get.
That's
Why
the,
did everyone get angry at them? Like, why are you not good, fam?
yeah. But it'd be like that sometimes, though, man. That's why I can't teach.
Yeah.
It's like, why? It's like hornery.
Yeah.
Why can't you dribble past 4 men and score?
I was listening to something the other day and they were like, yeah, you know, when Thierry left, the great player he was, some people just got relieved, man.
Yeah.
They just couldn't,
Yeah.
couldn't live with his standards.
So end of the day, be better. Thank you guys for this week, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.